bustling border town of Paso Canoas, the main crossing between Costa Rica and Panama, long an important trade and tourist route. In recent months, however, the town has seen an unprecedented influx of migrants trekking north from South America. Thousands of them, many originally from Africa and the Caribbean, bound for the United States, posing a logistical and humanitarian nightmare for the government of Costa Rica. Communications Minister Mauricio Herrera Ulloa is spearheading the effort to process them.
At this moment, Costa Rica is absolutely overwhelmed with the migration situation. No one were prepared or was thinking in the possibility that receive 10,000 people from Haiti or from Africa.
Cy Winter of the International Organization for Migration is in charge of border management for North, South, and Central America. He worries that migrants will lose patience with the bottlenecks and look for another way across the border, putting them at risk for human trafficking.
They can't get through the front door, so they go through the window, and by doing that, they end up unknown to the state. And so the country doesn't know the person, and the person doesn't have access to the services of the country. And that's a core vulnerability that can be capitalized on by traffickers.
Costa Rican officials say they're trying to process the migrants as quickly as possible. They're admitting 100 to 200 a day, but there's a waiting list several weeks long before migrants can receive a laissez-passer, the document that allows them into the country. Once the migrants finally have those papers in their hand, they're brought here to this warehouse. It used to hold fertilizer. Now it can hold up to 250 people. They get free meals, a roof over their head, and a mattress to sleep on. The shelter is just a few kilometers north of Paso Canoas. Many here say they were on the road for months before getting stuck on the Costa Rican border. They're tired, frustrated, running out of money. And they've heard the situation on Costa Rica's northern border isn't any better. That's because Nicaragua has closed its border to undocumented migrants, forcing thousands there into deplorable conditions in makeshift shelters and tent villages.
The Costa Rican authorities are working very hard to accommodate. They've got some 5,000 people, and they're expecting that the number will rise.
To stem the growing human trafficking concern in Costa Rica, the government has been cracking down on traffickers. At the same time, IOM officials are trying to prevent human trafficking from happening in the first place. They are meeting with migrants, offering counseling and advice as new arrivals continue to pour in. Like these brothers who just arrived in Costa Rica, optimistic and unaware of the backlog they're about to face.
They, of course, want to go to the United States, and that's all they're talking about. If they proceed as they are, they do run the risk of becoming vulnerable. I told them I thought that they could easily become victims of labor exploitation.
None of the migrants I spoke with had even heard the term human trafficking. Winter says many people in this population are so accustomed to being exploited that they don't recognize it as modern-day slavery. And with tens of thousands of migrants on the move throughout Central and South America, he fears this crisis is not likely to end anytime soon. Shasta Darlington, CNN, in Paso Canoas, Costa Rica.